Alright, so we are going to go through how to make a crate drop and kill either you or whatever's below it. So this is a quick little test level I have. Do a quick run through of it right now. Start right here, and if you shoot these little yellow girders, crate drops. And if you are standing underneath it when you shoot these girders, crate kills you. So let's go through how we did this. I'm just going to open a new level, grab a 1000 by 1000 by 1000 box, hollow it out. I'm just going to add this into the level here. Going to add a light and a player start. Oops. Move that back a little bit. Save the level. Following test 3. And just build the lighting real quick. There we go. So, first thing we're going to do is get 2 meshes that we can hang the crate from. Now I have my own package set up here. I'm just going to search for girder. And find the package. There we go. Drag that off the screen. Just going to add 2 of these in. So put them away from each other. So that works. Next up, I'm going to add, I have a yellow girder in my package over here. Looks a little bit different. Lets the player know there's something to shoot there. I'm going to add them in as interactors so we can delete them and move them if we need to. Just going to place them underneath these other girders. That looks decent for now. Nice little placeholder thing. So now I'm going to select the builder brush, bring it down to about 100 by 100 by 100, make a nice little box. I'm going to move that generally over the space of where the other girder is, so we cover them all. And now I'm going to right click on this the box over there and go to a dynamic trigger volume. And this dynamic trigger volume, when we set it up right, will allow us to shoot it, and that will trigger a Kismet event. So I'm just going to duplicate it over each one. Now this is a very important part not to miss. Under collision component, we're going to go in and check block complex collision trace. Basically, without that selected, it will only detect splash damage, but if you have it selected, it will detect any hit by weapon. You can change this collision to block all. I'm going to do the same thing for the other one. Okay. So now I'm going to go into Kismet, new event using dynamic trigger volume 0, and take damage. We'll do the same for the other trigger volume. There's a few properties to look for in here. Damage threshold is how much damage you need to do before this trigger is activated. So I'm going to change this to 1 on both of them. Damage type, then change this to UT damage. You can have it react to a specific damage type if you'd like, but UT damage type will be generally any weapon. And max trigger count, I want to keep it at 1 so that we don't keep shooting it and the explosions keep happening. Next step is we're going to go to Action, Actor, and then Destroy. So this will allow us to, if we select both these sort of girders right there, go to Object Variables, link them in, and link them to the outputs of the dynamic trigger volumes. So now that will destroy the 2 trigger volumes which destroy the 2 girders when the trigger volumes hit. So just test that out. That looks good. Alright, but we don't want them to have it so that they just disappear. A good way to mask that is to find a particle effect. So I'm going to go to All Assets, Particle Systems, delete girder up there. And there's a nice one down here called Vehicle Explosion. Where to run off to? There it is, Vehicle Death Explosion. I'm going to go ahead and right click, add emitter, Vehicle Death Explosion. So move it over. And duplicate it in the other one. So now I'm going to go to New Action, Toggle, Toggle. Select both of these emitters, put them in as object variables and select them as a target. And then drag the dynamic trigger volume out on both of them to on the toggle. And then I'm going to add a new event, level loaded, and drag the level loaded invisible output to the turn off on the toggle. So that way, when level loads, these emitters will be set to off automatically, and when these are activated, the emitters will play an explosion. Let's give it a test. Perfect. So now it's sort of mass you deleting the other girders. Okay, so I'm going to continue this in part 2 as we're starting to reach our time limit right now.